And share screen here. Share. You should be seeing my screen now. And okay, I had that there. Okay. Let me get those taken care of. So where's that at? It should be a sold. I can't find. Sorry, I'm just trying to find something. I can't find it. You need to get the names on the boxes, and I can't find that in my notes. So what I'm going to do, I think, is go over here and I need a file. Here. Because for some reason I can't see. I don't want to write on the. I'm going to steal it out of here. Find it over here. There we go. This right here. Here. And we want the, I'm looking for here, the event for form load. Here. Oops, that's the one label item. There we go.
Is this program gonna have like a splash screen?
Yeah, you guys will put those. I'm not worried about that. Right?
I think it's just load.
There it is. I'm gonna put that in. Don't need that right now. The underscore And that's probably that. This we probably want to see int. It's going to tell me about. Yeah. So. We'll fix that in a minute. So that. Let's see if what it does, if anything. Bounds of the array. Oh, there's a 12. Okay. Well, we got to fix that. Forget where I put 12 cannot be an option. Come on. So what is my highest tag here? Why is this coming? Back over here, we need to check our tags because I'm going to tag over. Yeah, see, the check subtract has an 11, 0, 12. Okay, so I want them to be under 0, 1. Okay, from 1 to 1 to 10, right? I need to fix my code. So if this control is greater than 0, and uh, 11. I think that might be okay. At least that's the error we were getting. Okay, you can see it's doing what I want here, except that, you know, some of my buttons aren't quite big enough. This looks like cheeseburger 9, but it's a G there. So really, there's 2 of them that are too big. The cheeseburger one is a little big, but other than that, so I can either, I think what I'll do here is change cheeseburger to just CH Berg, okay, and take out the dot in small fries, and maybe it will fit. It's funny that small fries won't fit, but large fries does. Okay, let's go ahead and. So back over in my modMain, I can go up here. Just make this cheeseburger, and Or I could just do this. I'll do it down here so it's consistent. Now run it. There you go. I'm pretty happy with that. Pretty happy with that. Good.
Yeah.
I'm going to create a tooltip called item. So I'm going to go back over here. Go to the box. Scroll all the way down to the bottom.
Cereal.
Hello? What's up, Jericho? You talking? Or?
Yeah, I was telling my daughter what to get to eat.
Oh,
I didn't realize I had my mic on.
it's all right. So we're going to call this tooltip item. You see it there now. And then I'm going to have to find what I want to do. There's the design. All right, so this will be a tooltip, this control text. Let's see if that'll work. Be interesting. Whoops. You might want to comment it out, huh? So it seems to be working. Now, the question is, do I want to have that inside this loop? Or should I move this up? Oops, not that far up. This outside there. But then oh, project's running. Okay, what's wrong with this? Oh, it fixed itself. All right. Because where I had it before would not work like if I hover over the subtract button or that. Now it should do that too. Well, it shows the hyper keys, but that's okay. That's pretty fun. Even showing the okay, good. It doesn't show the list box apparently. So I can pretty much live with that. So that kind of loads everything. Da 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 da. It looks good when it runs. Now, when we look over here at the design again, you can do these number or what buttons when you're doing the sender, when you press the button. The sender can be, we can do it with an if statement, okay? Or we can do it by its tag. And by its tag is probably easier. Because I think I can get a direct.
Hey Doug, can I see your naming?
Which one?
Your naming for the form. Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. My point being is I've got it written one way, but I'm looking at over here when we did. Let's go up here. Blah, blah, blah. Right here, we use the tag of my control, right? So we could do that and it would cut down on the code, I believe. Checkbox. Okay, so I think that's what I'm going to do. So next step, the buttons. The buttons, who's got the buttons? All right, so you want to select all your buttons. And you can do that either by, I'm just holding my control key down and clicking on each button. And I'm going to come over here and go to my lightning bolt. Click. And I think I'll call this item sold. Click. Okay. And it should look like that. And like I was saying, I could do if sender is button item let's say 1, then okay. And then I could do else if sender is button item 2, then index is 2, da 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 da. So you can do else if sender is button item 2, then show index equal to 2. So you could do that and do all of them. But I believe I can You know, I could have sworn I had a way to. Oh, there it is. I'm gonna comment those out because I think possibly we can do something like this. And just do. So whatever button, so instead of doing all this,
Hey Doug,
yeah,
why are you setting my control to new button when you just replace it with the direct cast?
because you have to declare it.
But doesn't that like make it not a button? Cause like it grays out the old one. Cause isn't it like my control as button instead of new button?
What did I have?
You had dim my control as a new button.
Okay.
Isn't it supposed to just be button? Because like that means you're making a new button, right?
Yeah, but I think you have to. No, maybe not. Okay. I just have always done it that way. I don't know.
Uh,
Okay, so now this index, let's test it. So I'm just going to put here, oh, where do I want to put it? Now, if I run this, I'm hoping whatever button I press, see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, and 10. Okay. These, of course, don't do anything. So that seems to work. So now we've got our items to their tags. Okay. So now if I have those numbers correlate with my array. So if check subtract dot check is equal to false, then what I'm going to do G items index comma 2 is equal to string short like this. Where I want to be here. That's short. There's 2. That's right here. So again, our array is a string, okay? So the numbers in it are strings. So here I'm adding 1 to the number, okay? That's holding, or if you go back, if we look back at our modMain, the third one down is a count. How many of these did we buy? Okay, if we go right here. Name of the item, price of the item, how many did we buy, right? So that's what we're putting in there. Oh, come on. So that's how many we're putting in. Then I also want to save a subtotal here of items. But the subtotal has to be outside of everything. So I think it's way up at the top here. Check my note. I think I got to declare it way outside. Because I don't want that resetting, and that's why I'm going to have an M in front of it. Yep. So right above closing here. Go ahead and create so declare that and then come back down. And then in here, and type our underscore net is equal to, oops, I'm sorry, plus equal to, it's a running total. Well, no, I want G underscore string items, show index. One was the price, I believe. That should work. So we add into that. And then our label, item value, text should be equal to G underscore items. Index 1. Let's see here. Label net value text. Should be underscore decimal. Let's see if that works. Seems to. We just need to clear out that at the beginning. I'll let you look at this for a minute. Anybody's not working? So everybody's is working. So if I had everybody in a row share their screen and said, okay, if you don't, if yours works, then you're fine. If yours doesn't work, you get a 0 for the final. Whose wouldn't be working? Okay. All right. So I got that. I got them so they're adding. Okay. So now I want to look at something here. I want to look at my subtract button. Is this color right now? Well, a couple things I want to do. Let's go ahead and make this 0. Oh, I'm in the put 0.00 here. 0.00 here. Okay. Got that. And then I want to go here. And I'm going to change this to like a, yeah. See, I got this, it's kind of a Halloween pattern going, right? We got a greenish olive drab. I've got a kind of a pumpkin color. And now I think I'll get something in a yellow here. Not quite yellow. Orange, no. I don't know what khaki look like. I think that's pretty good. Khaki's a nice color there. And so we need to remember that because we have to be able to switch it back and forth. So check change here. Language. Check. Something in a nice red. Something they're going to see the difference. Misty rose. Pale puff. Salmon. What that looks like. I don't know what color salmon is. Yeah, I like that. Okay. I'm going to use salmon there. And then this will be let's see if I can click on and off of it now. I like that.
With all these nice colors, the black and green price labels just look out of place.
Oh, I know. All right, so now we got that. So now we can go back to items sold. And so if it's false, do that. Then else. here. Control V. Da, 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 da. So that's that. There's gotta be something. Oh, yeah. Da, 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 da. Anything else? Okay, what's going on? Why is that not? Okay, so let's see what happens. So I might have Doug burger and a cheeseburger. And then I'll hit subtract and drag like that. And deduct that and go back to there. And if I hit it, works perfect. Now, the only question I have, well, yeah, would be, do we want the button to reset every time? Okay. In other words, they have to take one off and then remove it, take one off and subtract again, remove it, take one off? Or do we want to leave it down until they click off of it? I think it should work automatically.
I think so.
Yes.
If you ask me, it should also remove automatically because what are the odds they made more than one item mistake in practice?
Yeah, I think, they get to the end, they don't have enough money for the last cheeseburger or something. Plus, then if you don't do that, then you start trying to do other stuff. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going to say check. 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 So now if I try it, I hit that, and then I hit subtract, and then I hit that. Why didn't it pop back up? No. Why did I? It didn't work. Check oh, I had one of those too. So that's a control X there. Else if no matter what, if I put that out here, I do that, I hit that, I hit that, it turns it off. There we go. That's what I want. All right. So fix this on yours. This should all be good now.
Yeah, Doug, when you get the chance, can I see the check subtract, check changed?
Okay.
Thank you.
And then I think the next thing we need to do is populate our list box, right? And our list box should, what do I want to say? Should change every time I buy something new. I want it to display, and I don't want it to display like I can't just. I am going to put it in a loop, but I'm also going to have an if statement in there because if my count for that item is 0, I don't want to display it. In other words, if they didn't buy, I don't want to print out 10 items and some of them have zeros in front of them and some of them are the ones that have actually been purchased, if you know what I mean. Okay. So the first thing I'm going to do here, it's going to still be up under here. And I'm going to say that I want to clear that list box. Because I want it to clear every time before it adds anything to it. I don't want it to accumulate in the list box. I'm going to say for show index. Or I better call it something else. No. Or count. Now, again, you guys remember, you could put the step 1 in here, but it doesn't have to be because that's the default, okay? But you could if you wanted to step by 2s or something for some strange reason. If G string items show count item 2 greater than or not, but not equal to 0 as a string, then we're going to add it to the list, I think. And you know what? I'm going to develop a message box here, or a message. So usually the count is the first thing. So I'm going to say it's equal to G underscore string items show count, comma 2. And G, or how about this? Space, and G underscore string items count. And the name would be 0. And 2. And G underscore string items. La, 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 la. This is all I know I gotta do. Got that. Okay. So then this will be count 1. And then put currency underscore string items. Am I getting that? Oops. There we go. But we have not calculated show count 3 yet. So we need to get that. So it's going to be Control C there. So right above this, anywhere, we can do this. Is equal to CDEC one times the price and the count was 2. Oh, I gotta show count up here, don't I? Where the hell is it? Show index. Okay, why is that? This law is converted from decimal to string. Blah, 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 blah. Then this has to be this thing. String on the end of that. So here's what I'm doing. I'm taking how many of them I've sold of any particular type, multiplying times the price to get a subtotal of that item. Okay. Down here, what we're doing is we're building a string that shows how many did they buy, what is the item they bought, what is the price of that item, and then what is their subtotal. I'm missing a space here. Try that. And once I've done that, then I should be able to put that in my list. Oops, gotta be inside there. I don't think I can do that. Yeah. See, this is in here. There.
Is that supposed to be inside the for loop so it resets every time, Doug? The dim string line?
It is not inside the for loop. I put it up here.
Okay.
Just looking here if that's right. Maybe it should be inside the for loop, huh? Then it would. Right there. Huh? Well, let's see what it does, okay? All right, so Doug Burger. Get 2 of those. See that? 2. Like that. That works. Okay, but why am I getting spaces? I don't like the spaces. If to do shall count, then this has to be in here. Oops. What's going on here? What is this? That works. That works. So it looks okay, I think. There's our total. Here's what we just bought. So I'll give you a second to get this code down here. So this is the stuff we just added from here to here. Also, we should be able to get rid of the form main thing now. So you can go over here and delete that. And then save. How we doing? Anybody not get theirs to run?
Looks mighty fine, Doug.
I'm doing pretty solid.
like when you have a bunch of nested loops, like you have row, column, whatever, this just kind of helps you keep track of what it is. But by default, you know, it matches this 4, so you don't really need it. It's kind of like putting step 1 in here. It's not necessarily needed. In other words, if I put step 1 here, it does the exact same thing. If I put step 2 there, it goes to, it doesn't do the same thing. But if I wanted to count by 2s or something, I could. Okay? I'm not hearing any complaints. I'm going to move on. I'm going to go over to my here, and I'm going to double click my clear button. And things I'm going to do, let's see. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to call the main module. And what did I call it? Initialize. No, it wasn't. That's called modMain. There we go. So what do you think that line does? Anybody?
It'll initialize the item array.
What? All back to zeros, right?
Yeah, it resets everything to how it was when it first started.
That's right. That's what it does. And I can do that because that modMain is public. And the initialize item array is public. I think that's that. See what happens. It's pretty good. I can tell it redid the array because there's nothing left in here. Okay. So get that typed in. Make sure you save. And all that leaves us, I believe, is the next button. And we're going to leave that for next time. Okay. Where we move on to the tendered screen is what we're going to have next. So we'll have the tendered screen next. And after that, we'll have the change screen or form. And after that, we'll have the receipt form and print, and then the new sale calculations. Okay? So that's
Okay.
what I got for today. So yours should be running up to this point. The other thing you can do is get your splash screen done. And it'll go right here before the do loop. Because you don't want, like if you're gonna run your program again, you don't want to show the splash screen every time you renew the screen, right? Every time you go back to the form POS, you do not want to show your splash screen over and over and over again. So get your splash screen in there. Works the same as it would if it was in the load of your main.
Do you want us to submit what we have so far in our
Yeah, it goes in your
Okay.
portfolio because you get a grade for it.
Okay.
So next Monday, yeah, or Monday, next Tuesday, I'll be grading these that you got through the POS form. Okay, everybody got that? You get a grade every week for how much of it you got done. And then at the end, you get one bigger grade for the whole package. Usually what I do is normally give like 10 points a week and then 50 points at the end or something like that for like a total of 100. 50, 60, so it all adds up to 100 probably for this one program. Any other questions? Awfully quiet bunch.
What's a big Doug?
What's the big Doug?
Yeah, I've never heard of a burger like that.
Well, I've never heard of the Doug burger either, so I made it up, man. It's like,
And like, what would it have on it?
okay, probably 2 quarter-pound patties, double cheese, lettuce, tomato, onions. Yeah,
No pickle?
okay, a pickle.
What
Maybe,
about the bacon, Doug?
ooh, you can get the big Doug with bacon or without. That would be an option.
But that's an upcharge.
That's an upcharge, that's right. And of course, mustard and ketchup and I don't know, something else. Guacamole.
I think that's pushing the boundaries a bit too much.
Yeah.
Don't diss on guacamole burgers.
That's right. Oh my God. All right, so I'm gonna stop sharing this. And turn off the recording.